Yes, everyone. Welcome to the Streets of the Stars podcast. My name's Paul Harvey, I'm a psychic medium. I live in Manchester, England. So this is the first episode we've done on the podcast. It's going to be basically based around spiritual awakening, psychic abilities, Reiki, energy, drug addiction, mental health. My main aim being mental health addiction and spiritual awakening, where I want to share my psychic abilities and experiences with other people who are going through the same processes, the same awakenings. Everyone's starting to wake up, people are waking up everywhere and coming into spirituality, and I want to start sharing it with as many people as I can to help that process along. So with me here now is my mate Warren. Me and Warren was very close when we was younger, and his brother Damon. When I started doing swims a while back with lads, Warren ended up coming along on the swims for the mental health and everything. And then some things changed. Warren's brother passed away, and me and Warren are going to talk about now how his brother came through me in spirit to help Warren through the process he was going into of being heartbroken and everything else. Very similar to me at home with my uncle. So yeah, I think we'll just get cracking, and then me and Warren will talk and we'll go over how everything happened, innit?
Yeah, man.
So at the beginning, when you were seeing my videos and stuff, what I was putting out there, doing the swims and everything, what first brought you in?
Well, I felt a bit down at the time, and the swims was a bit entertaining for me, so I thought I'll join on to them. So because I didn't do the walks out, did I? I only did the swims. So then obviously I did two or three swims.
Yeah, you come on a few,
like
didn't you?
Yeah. Then obviously Damon passed on the 23rd of October. And I felt like I needed to get a bit more involved. I didn't have anybody there who I could like talk to, who I felt like I could talk to.
You was already pretty involved though before Damon, weren't you? You was coming, you was in the group on WhatsApp and everything. You was getting involved. I think we've not started the football yet though, have we?
No. I wasn't involved as much as I am now. But I feel now like I'm like quite a lot involved with it, and it's fucking well helped me out loads.
How did you feel when you first come with like the psychic stuff, all that side of it?
At first I didn't believe in that, I won't lie. I did not
But you
believe
still
in it.
come.
But
Thinking I'd lost the plot a bit.
Yeah, but I've heard it all before off other people, and it gives you that thing in your mind, doesn't it, where there's that many people who do it, it can't be fake, can it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So then obviously as I've learnt off you, and then when everything happened with our kid, and you helped me out and stuff like that, and then I started believing in it a lot more. Yeah. Then obviously you said things to me, and I was very surprised how you knew that. There was just no way in the world you would have known that after that night. And then like I said, it just shocked me when you told me them things, and it was just like, wow, he's there, you know what I mean, he's getting in touch.
Which is a good thing in it, because the way spirit work through me is the soul that there's no doubt in that person's mind. Like I'm not a medium that stands in front of people and all that, like a group of people. Yeah. I do it at the minute because I'm in development. I do it where I have to go into a meditation, I tune into it. It could just be a person who I don't know, they ring me, I just need the first name. I meditate, I tune into the name, and then I have a load of visuals and hear the messages, and I voice record it, and then I write it all down like we did, and bring you in for the reading.
Yeah.
But before that, I think we should talk about the night Damon passed away. Don't you just go with what you feel? Yeah. And then I'll go with. So basically, I was in bed the night before. You phoned me in the morning. Yeah. And for some reason, like this is spirit guided at all from the beginning. I could not sleep. I was late there thinking, why do I keep thinking I've got to go fishing tomorrow morning? It's driving me mad. But I'd been fishing the day before and thought, oh, that's me done for the little while. You know
I got a bit bored.
Yeah, it was a bit of shit session. Yeah. But so I was just laying in bed and I was thinking, why can't I stop thinking about fishing? But I'd just joined a new club in Drawsey called Cinderdale. And then what my intuition was poking my head at was go fishing there in the morning, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So sometimes I kind of get these feelings that I know there's a reason why I need to be there on that day, because I'll keep a daily journal of what happens to me spiritually every day. Well, I connect. It's like a learning process of learning my psychic abilities. I'll get guided to certain ways, and I'll just know I've got to go here, or I've got to go down the street there. Just mad shit happens.
Yeah, there's always a reason to it.
Yeah. So I got up that morning at like, I think it was about 5:30, and I got in the car, got on my fishing gear, got in the car, and then you messaged me saying Damon had passed.
Yeah.
And I was pretty devastated because me and Damon was very close.
Yeah,
we was kids between about the age of 13 and 16. I think Damon was probably my first best mate in Stady Bridge when I moved up here.
Yeah.
We used to have them little electric scooters.
Yeah, the petrol ones and that, yeah.
But so you texted me saying that, and I knew you was going to be heartbroken as well. So, and I was feeling for you in a big way that morning in the car.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to fishing, and you was texting, but I was a bit upset myself. So do you want to go over anything with yourself, like anything to do with the night before, or it's up to you?
It was a mad one, because my other brother, my stepbrother, he's not too well himself. He's got disabilities and he's got a bit of a problem going on. He's a bit of an older age than us. And me and my dad never had a really like good relationship. Like, he never used to ring me or text me, and it'd come up on my phone, Pete Green.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't like saying it, but I was expecting him to say, John's in a bad way, you want to come to the hospital. Then all I can remember is him saying, Damon, that was it. And then I hit the floor, and I was just like, I can't remember anything. And my missus just said, like, I just went white. Said, you look like a different person. Then like, I got up, and I couldn't even walk to my door, my bedroom door. My legs were just wobbly and everything, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to go down to my nana's where he was, and then my mum was on the phone, and she couldn't even speak to me, so I knew I had to get there for my mum. And we went down, and for some reason I thought he committed suicide. I don't know why. I just had it in my head that he did. And I got there, and the door was blocked with paramedics and a police officer, because my dad said to him, listen, as soon as he gets here, he's going to try and get upstairs. Yeah. And I did. I was trying to get fight past everyone to get there. Then my mum just stood there, and she stopped me from going up. I don't know what it was. As soon as I seen her, I just stopped. Yeah. Then
your mum, innit?
Yeah, and seeing her like that, obviously my mum's a tough woman. I've never seen her cry before, and that's probably like the first or maybe second time I've ever seen her cry. And it was a bit of a mad one, because at 8 o'clock he was sat up having a brew with my nan and granddad. And he went upstairs. My nana stayed downstairs watching Midsummer Murders, whatever she watches. And by 10 o'clock and they were in bed, they just went in to check on him. Yeah. And he just fell asleep. He looked comfy. You know what I mean? He looked like obviously I don't think he was in any pain. He looked really, really comfy, and that like.
And they're thinking diabetic coma.
Yeah, because they said the paramedics, both of them who was there, and the ambulance, and then the people who come later to remove his body, they said every sign they've shown is diabetic, because there was nothing like any fluids are coming out of him, or there's no signs of suicide. He looked peaceful, and his body was just sweating, but his eyes was open. So I just felt like I had to shut his eyes, and then
It was the same for me with my Uncle Stephen when our David, you know our David, phoned me and said Stephen been having chest pains. Jade had phoned him to go and check him, so I flew round, but I was like, nah, I'm having none of it. It's our Stephen, he's fucking nuts, he's tough as old boots. And I went there, flew up to a road at the house and make sure he went in their house, flew back down, broke through the window in the door. As soon as he cut the window out, seen the key in the back of the door and I run in, and he was on his bed. He was like, you could tell he'd been looking at, I think it was a picture of me and his sons and stuff like that. No, remember his family members.
Yeah.
It looked like he'd been sat on his bed holding it, because he knew what was coming, but he was just one of them who wouldn't fucking go to hospital or ring the ambulance. Yeah. But it looked like he'd been sat holding and all his memories of us all, and then he dropped it and gone back on his bed. But I didn't know how to run in, mate, and fucking jumped on top of him. Just pumping his chest, blowing in his mouth. I was fucking heartbroken. I swear to God, I've never felt so bad in my life.
Yeah, it's mad feeling.
But then, like, when the paramedics come in, it had been like 5 minutes, and I was still on him pumping and that. And they just looked at me and said, "We're sorry, it's been hours, mate." But I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you know, I just fucking jumped straight on him thinking, I need to do something here. And my head was just gone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the same, innit?
I keep picturing me in bed, like, but it's like a dream. But I can do it like when I'm just sat there. If I'm like, when you start gazing out, it's like I'm there still in the room with him. It's just a weird feeling. Like I said, I shut his eyes with my fingers. And I felt at the time that's what I needed to do to make him feel like peaceful. But I also think I shouldn't have done it because it's messed me up like quite badly.
Closing his eyes?
Yeah, with my feet, he was like, he looked comfy and that, and he was in like a proper sleeping position. He had the covers in between his legs like he'd been warm. And then when I noticed he was staring at the wall, I shut his eyes. Then like they kind of opened a little bit again after I did it, so I did it again, and then I can't sort of picture it, if you know what I mean.
That was you just putting him to rest.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I
did the same with Stephen.
I covered him up and that.
Stephen's eyes was all glazed and like he was just looking right through me. And when I was looking into his eyes, trying to put my eyes, I was screaming.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Sweat was dripping off me. I had to rip my top off.
Yeah.
It was just madness. But yeah, I get that part.
Yeah, it's
try and not let that. I mean, I do the same. I was watching Stranger Things with the kids the other night. And a CPR bit come on. I just grabbed the cig and went out the back door because I didn't want the kids to see and I burst into tears in the garden.
Yeah.
It was like I was in that moment again.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
We had a bad day in the kitchen, I was on the floor like,
Yeah, I have bad days still now. Like, some days I'm good, then like little things can just set me off with it. Like, we was watching 24 Hours in Police Custody last night, and it showed someone in the house, in the bed, and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's hit me again. So I was like, can we turn it off? You know what I mean? Then I end up always sitting downstairs.
Little things like that just get you, don't they? You can just be going down the street and something little like that will get you. But if you need to cry, that's got to come out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's what messed me up a bit, because I believe, well, I've sort of like different a bit now, but I believe a man shouldn't be crying in front of his missus and his kids. That's what I always thought. So what I did, I hid it from him, so I was getting in bed, pretending to go to sleep, waiting until my missus had gone to sleep, straight downstairs, bottle of JD, bang. Then I was falling asleep on the settee, then my missus and the kids were getting up in the morning and they could see me on the settee, stinking a beer, bottle of JD. I don't even drink. And a big bottle of JD on the side and stuff like that, and it's just a weird thing. Like obviously now we're trying to turn it into a positive, trying to get things going and trying to earn a bit of money and that, earn it, raise up money and stuff for them. And I don't know, it's just crazy.
Well, I'm doing the same. We're doing the same as you're on my with the football with me now, aren't you? Like, the football we're growing and trying to bring as many people as we can and
trying to help.
There's a lot coming in there.
Yeah.
And we're trying to accommodate everyone who's coming. It is hard work.
Yeah.
And having the group and everything, but things are going well. Like I've been going to an addiction centre now, trying to help out there.
Yeah.
And just talking, just being there and talking. Even feels like I'm doing something bit different than me now.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, I've not done a reading for anyone for a month because at the minute I've just been that busy with the lads and the mental health and the addiction base. I'm just like, I can't find the peace to do a reading for anyone, but I've got plenty of done to be at this point now. I feel like I'm at a point where I need to start doing this and sharing the messages.
Getting out there to other people. That. It's crazy because I smoked weed for about 18 years and I've always been bad on it. I've tried cutting it that many times, never been able to, and David hated it. He used to take Nick out of me for it. And the day passed, I've not picked one up since. And it's not, I struggle sleeping and stuff like that because I believe, when you smoke weed, you don't have dreams. So I'd not had a dream for like 15, 16 years. Then bang, everything hit me. I was dreaming about the night and I had a dream that he was strangling me in my sleep. And I woke up.
We went over that, didn't we? Was that because you was overthinking stuff you shouldn't have been overthinking?
Yeah, because he had some money in his bank.
Yeah.
And we couldn't shut his bank account down and they wouldn't release the money. But they'd only release it to the funeral directors.
Right.
So it made me feel then he's putting money into his own funeral.
Yeah, and you was feeling bad about that, and which I explained you shouldn't be doing, and he's fucking strangling you.
Yeah.
Sort your head out, you daft bastard, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I had the same with Steve. I didn't come to me so many times and teach me lessons psychically when I'm going off my path or I'm fucking losing.
Give you that little nudge.
Yeah, because I when I went up to the cliff in Greenfields to jump off me, I was at the lowest point I've ever been at. He died. I was back on the sniff. I tried to already commit suicide in his flat of an ounce of Charlie. Done that. I woke up on the floor thinking, fuck, I'm still here. And then I'd done it again, and then I had a panic attack on his bed where I found him, and then that night I'd run home to Laura and the kids like, there's too much there to talk about that section now for me, because it'd take up all the fucking battery. But yeah, so, but yeah, this is what I like about me and you, how it's brought us together again.
Yeah.
Like, just like a lot of the other lads who were getting involved. And the story's very similar with you and Damon and me and Stephen, and how they've both basically come back to save us both.
Yeah, it's mad.
You know what I mean?
I lost my way when it happened to him. I was saying to my missus, I'm happy not to be here, I'm happy to go with him and stuff like that. And she's like, you've got your own family, he wants you to be here.
Yeah, but you know, when you're in that frame of mind, I said the same to Laura, like my missus, I feel so selfish that I even went up to that cliff to jump off that cliff, but you just don't, you give a shit, but at that moment in time, nothing else matters, because your head ain't working right, it's not functioning.
It's like, because it took, to release his body as well, it was like nearly 5 weeks, and it felt like I wasn't even on the planet for them 5 weeks. Then after his funeral, it felt like I'd come back, you know what I mean?
It's like you're lost in it, it's like you just...
Everything's echoes and
I think it's something to heartbreak that, you know, it's like,
a mad feeling.
You just don't know where you are in your everyday. I was sniffing every day and thinking, I just don't even know where I was at, mate. And I look back now and I think,
I would drive in places, and when I would get into places, I was like, how have I got here? Like, do you know what I mean? I can't remember the trip getting there and stuff like that, and it was just crazy. And like, I don't drink and that, me. And after he passed, I was just drinking, and I got on a bit of I didn't have much cocaine because I felt like cocaine. He was addicted to cocaine.
Same as me.
He had mental health problems as well. So I've always banished coke because of that. But after he died, it was like I was doing it myself.
See, I think it's like the same with Stephen. Stephen was on drugs in his early days as I was a kid, and I followed him everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Stephen got off the drugs. He was older. I was like, 15, started drugs, whatever. I was younger than that. But when I first properly went into my addiction, I was about 16, 17. But then it was me on the drugs for years, and Stephen telling me to get off the drugs. And then I was lost when I had my spiritual awakening. He's passed away. That broke me even more, because he thought I was going nuts. I was explaining to him all the psychic stuff what was happening. So he's like, you're losing the plaque, you know. But he did start coming round after hearing a few stories I was telling him. He was thinking, them cogs was going, and he must have been thinking, this is fucking real, this. Do you know what I mean? But at first he was like, because my family...
That's what I've been like with it now. At first I didn't believe it, and and like obviously after what's happened, I've started meditating, and that's helped me to... I believe it's helped me at night time, because I was having nightmares, and for 4 nights now, I've been having the same dream, and it's a good dream. It's about us getting married and that, but everything's identical in it. You know what I mean? Nothing changes. It's just
a nudge in the right direction. That's like me and Laura getting married next year. One of our other mates is on as well, you know. He put it on Facebook last night. So it's like the spirit of coming to knit us all together and bring us all together as this, what we're doing, all helping each other and fixing our lives. As Stephen come back in spirit and saved me, and he fucking done it in a big way, because I said to Laura, I said, I'd be gone if it weren't for this, and it sounds selfish. If it wasn't for him coming back, I would have been not long after.
So there for you, innit?
And Damon's done the same for you. Come through me to get you, because he knew. And he come through within, was it 10 hours?
Something like that, it was. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, so I've never known, like I've seen other videos of psychics saying stuff like it can be months before someone can even come through and in a reading and stuff like that. But should we go into that now?
Yeah, of course.
We'll go into... So basically, I left I left here, I was texting you, and I was on my way to Drawsden to go fishing, and I always stop at the same petrol station in Ashton, you know, the BP near the police station. If it's not the Copley one, it's that one. So I'm going down, and for some reason, is it Guy Bridge, further left? Yeah. I've pulled in at the petrol station, but I'm in Guy Bridge at the Texaco or the Shell, whatever it is. I'm starting thinking, how have I ended up here? I was meant to be at the other one, I might have that way. So I've got my coffee, and I've ended up then having to come into Drawsden a totally different way.
Yeah, you would have gone a long way.
And as I'm going through to the fishing, to be honest, I was thinking of not even fishing on my way there. But I'll tell you what kept me there. When I took a turn into Drawsden on Market Street, a car pulls in front of me. It went past, I pulled out, the car's there, R222 BOW. And I looked at it because things happened with rainbows with me and my uncle messages with me. And I thought, oh, that's mad. And then I just heard and I felt a chill at my back and I heard, tell Warren to look out for the rainbow.
Yeah.
In that moment, I shit myself. I thought, oh, come on, this is too much. Because I'm in development, for me to sometimes trust things, I'm thinking, I don't want to hurt you, upset you anymore than you're already upset. But then I've got this feeling in my stomach telling me I've got to trust this and I've got to do it. So I text you saying, I know this sounds a bit mad, but look out for a rainbow today. It's going to be your Damo letting you know he's alright.
Yeah.
And you was like, you just put a thumbs up
yeah,
and I
all day I was looking for a rainbow and it got to about 5 o'clock and I didn't see one. And I remember falling asleep, I was curled up in a ball on my bed and someone posted a card through the door. And I went downstairs, I got the card, and they opened up, and the first thing was there was just a big, massive rainbow right across the card.
And a little kid that drew that?
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't perfect drawing, but obviously the rainbow stood out a mile. Yeah. And I was just like, I don't know, it just gave me like a feeling. Like,
so how that works is let's say that, well, that kid couldn't have already been planning on drawing that rainbow for you because me and you got that synchronicity, as they're called. Yeah. I got that at 6 in the morning. So that kid must have done that through the day. But what everyone don't realise is when you're looking into energy and consciousness and psychic abilities and all that, we've all got spirit guides, every one of us, and they can make little things happen in our day to day. Like they can put little things there, what you don't realise, to stop you from having an accident or stop this happening, or because you're going to go off the wrong track, or they'll put things, anything what you dream of in your life is put there from your guides, your own higher self, your soul. So what spirit I think have done there is they've guided me away from that petrol station, brought me into Drawes in a different way. Otherwise I wouldn't have got that car registration.
Yeah.
For me to drop that, so it's sometimes I go into like override and I'll be following a sat nav and I'll just swing right and I'll think, why the fuck will this turn like that? And then all of a sudden I'll get a street name on that street, exactly what I need on that day to get what I need to connect things together.
So I was driving my car and I was on it on my own and I was going pretty fast with her and I was just aiming at a fence. And about the last 5 minutes, I slammed my brakes on, went up the curb, and I like stopped, had a bit of a cry, and I drove home. And I didn't sleep that night, I was crying, I was angry. Had a couple of hours, and I woke up in the morning, and I was well angry. And the first thing I did was get my car keys, I went to my car, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. And Danielle said, there's a reason why that car's not working.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and then now I believe Damon stopped me from driving that car because he knew what state I was in. And he reckons I would have done something stupid.
Yeah. I've had a similar experience with one of my cousins going to get shot. And well, from the visions I had and what my psychic told me was the gun got jammed because they saved him. Because he's meant to stay a part of this.
Yo, mate, I've been guided there for a reason.
Yeah, all of us have, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
The thing what got me with the rainbow situation was the fact that I needed to go fishing that morning.
Yeah.
Like, straight away that night, they've started there because they've got to get me to go here, to do this, to do that, to get this message to you, for Damo to support you through the rest of it.
Yeah.
So when I got the rainbow, the car, I pulled up at the fishing. Didn't really want to fish. The only reason I carried on fishing, and bear in mind this is the first time on this little pond in Droylsden, and weirdly enough it had a white bench there.
Yeah.
And I ended up fishing at the white bench, sat on the white bench with my rod on the thing, which I would have normally got my chair out. But I only carried on fishing because I was thinking, oh, your Warren gets a rainbow today, he's going to think I'm nuts if you don't get that rainbow. So it's raining anyway, innit? So I'm sat fishing in the rain thinking, where's these rainbows? Because I wanted to get a picture to send you. But nothing happened, and then that night I went to a hypnotist thing I was invited to. Went there, come out, it was dark, said to Laura, Warren's going to be ill with it, he's not even got a rainbow. But then I picked my phone up and you'd sent me a picture of the rainbow what had been posted for you, saying I can't believe this. But the thing what caught me straight away there then was the white bench.
Yeah, the white bench.
Because the white bench is there what I'd been sat on all day, and there was a little bit of water in the bottom corner of the picture, but like as if a pond was there where I'd been sat.
Mad,
and I was like, oh, this is mental.
Yeah, the white
what's going
bench
on?
got me as well. Like when you obviously sent me a picture as well, didn't you? Of the bench.
Yeah.
And like, obviously I had the bench, the rainbow, the bench, and then like he said he had leaves next to the bench and a little bit.
Yeah,
of,
and
like,
there's
a
pure
pond.
leaves where I was sat as well on the bench.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's what
So
made me
the
start.
Spirit have
believing.
basically used that kids, especially when you're a kid, kids are very open to spirits and messages before the conditioning starts, because when we go into school and society and we get taught how to do this and do that and get told how to, we lose it all.
Yeah.
That connection goes because people on this planet basically don't want us to know we've got that connection.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I know what you mean.
The
yeah.
elites and all that shit. So then what I wanted to go over next was what was it now? Should we go into your reading?
Yeah, of course.
Should we go into how your reading come into play doing it, because you're struggling, weren't you?
Yeah, really
And
badly.
you like messaging me saying, please can you tune in?
Yeah.
I think at the time I was going through a bit of a shit time and all, and I was struggling to read. I always do this. I go into like my places where I can't read for people and stuff, and
Yeah.
I need to be in a really like silent place. If I've got a lot going on in my life, I'm like, can't do it for shit.
Yeah, don't get a break.
Yeah, so I need to start learning how to relax more and be more relaxed as I'm developing, so I can clock onto them messages easier. But you messaged, didn't you, and wanted the reading?
Yeah, I see if you could get in touch or out with him or something like that.
Yes, to see what came in. So I done what I'd already done for you, dropped into the meditation. I knew you needed it, and I thought I was just praying to God that it worked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to help you. And then so you come in for the reading, and it was mad, wasn't it?
Great,
Because
mate.
you
Some of
was
the stuff
like,
you said to me.
how do you know that?
Yeah.
So the lyrics of the Two Guns first.
Yeah.
So when I was in the meditation, I seen it. What it is with me is when I close my eyes down, I've got like a box. It's like a TV in my head, and then shapes can come in like this constantly. Love arts, guns, anything. But if it's a deeper vision, I need to be in a little bit more of a deeper meditation for like a real vision to come in, like as if I'm in somewhere else.
Yeah.
But for now, a gun came in and then another gun. So I spoke out 2 guns.
Yeah.
And then the other one was someone in leggings, and it was like they was squatted down, but I seen like an hole in the leggings and seeing a tattoo. The 2 guns, what was the other one?
Socks.
Socks, yeah, well, you smelly socks.
Yeah.
And
Jesus, used to rip me for that, man.
what was the other one?
Used to make me,
Smelly socks?
when we lived over on Popples, we used to at night time, because we shared it. Well, he had his own room, but don't know why we shared a room. And he used to make me put my trainers on the windowsill because of my feet stunk.
Yeah.
And I used to put my trainers out, and then I used to put my socks in the washing basket, and I used to go and get my socks, put them in a ball and put them inside my trainers on the windowsill.
Is that your nickname, was Smelly Socks or Socks?
Socks, him, one of my cousins called Leo, and my other cousin Chappie. They're the only 3 people who ever called it me.
Socks.
Yeah, and it's just like, they stopped calling it, well, Liam still calls it me now, but they don't really say it, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
very rare
everyone should keep that nickname going for you.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, and then I think the tattoo bit was your missus, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was that your missus'
yes,
tattoo?
I've got because obviously my missus before I got over, her fella passed away,
Yeah,
and he wrote her a poem,
right.
and when he passed, she had the poem tattooed on her, and that's
Right.
what you've seen in the hole through the thing. But it's the guns that got me, because we used to have, my nana thought they were real. We used to have 2 toy BB guns, and we've had them since we was a kid, and he had them under his bed at my nan's, and she didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And when he passed, she found them, and she come walking in with them in her hands, going, what are these?
Like
What are
Grandma
these?
with guns.
Yeah, my missus was like gangster granny, yeah. And but yeah, like, it was just like, it would have only been me, my dad, my missus, and my grandma and granddad who knew about them, because we didn't like, obviously we're not going to go tell people that. But my nana thought they were real at first. I was like, Nan, we've had them for years. He's just obviously been under his bed. So my nana's kept them. But then when you mentioned about them guns, that's like one of the parts that got me like thinking, yeah, this is real. This.
Yeah, because what Spirit do is that everyone who comes in for the read, I always ask for something which will make them think, how did he know that?
Yeah,
I always ask for that. Well, everyone gets it. I've had one reading a few weeks ago where I've done about 40 readings, I reckon now, and I had one reading the other week where it went fully tits up. The girl got about 4 messages out of about 30 things what was there, and I'm not kidding. I was thinking to myself, why has this happened? what is going on, and everything else on that piece of paper was for me.
Yeah.
But I had to piece it together for 2 days because I was going off path. I was losing my shit.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I was going to just explode, go on a bender and all this shit. And basically, as I followed all the things happening to me, what was on that paper, it was my uncle coming in saying, you're losing your way.
Yeah.
Get yourself grounded, fucking get back on track. And be careful, and before you go too far.
Yeah, don't push yourself too
so every
much.
time something bad's gonna happen, it's like when he died, and I might stay off the sniff for like 8 weeks at a time or something. I was always trying, and the last 3 times I sniffed, I'm nearly a year clean now. But the last 3 times I sniffed, each time, well, the first and the second time, my daughters, the first time I think it was Lisa, the second time it was Grace, messaged me right before I sniffed a line when I was sat in the car racking one up. Right before I took that line, I got a message both times of each daughter saying, Dad, a feather's just fell on my head. I swear to God, and that was spirit, Archangel Michael just drops feathers on me all over the place. He does a lot of mad shit to me, and on a daily basis he's pretty mad. But he's dropped them feathers on my kids' heads.
So they
messaged me because they knew I was doing all this spiritual stuff and all that. They thought I was bonkers at the start. To stop me. And they messaged me straight away. So then they'd message me and then I'd be sat in the car just racking one up.
Yeah.
But the first 2 times I still took the line because I was thinking, I've had enough of this spiritual shit. I'm heartbroken, I'm done. But the 3rd time it happened, I didn't do the duster, and I haven't dusted since. I just had to go through that process, like you having the drink and stuff, and you don't know.
Yeah,
you have to go through that process, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like I think if someone died now in my family, I'd still be heartbroken, but I won't drink. I don't think I can ever drink ever again now. I'm done because it just turns me into a different person. I'm just not that person anymore.
Yeah, look, I don't know why I turned to it, to be fair. I don't drink.
You don't normally drink, it's just you needed to do that, which is good because if you needed to have that drink, that's what you needed, but you're not an addict. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I've always had an addictive personality from the age of 14, 13, 12. Smoked 40 a day.
But pretty good at turning off. Like I said, I always struggled with weed, with getting off weed, and he hated it, Damon. He used to like take mick out of me and that, and like give me nicknames and that over it. And after he passed, it just like didn't affect me. I didn't craved it once. Even I can sit next to someone smoking it and making one. It does not bother me at all anymore. It's like it's like he's helped me to get away from it as well. Like, cause he used to always say to me, cause I get home from work and I'd just go and get my shed, get baked, and then that was it all day. I just wanted to sit on set and watch TV. But now I realise, well, my missus will probably say I'm lying, but I feel like now I can help out a bit more. Like, I'll go to work, I get home.
Yeah, because you're wanting to do more stuff with your time, innit?
Yeah.
Same with me with the spiritual stuff. It's all like my focus is just focused on her and the kids now and becoming this better man and getting the message out there to as many people as I can so people can improve their lives, because I've seen some shit in my life growing up in handcoats and all that. And everything around me, family, Stephen was an addict at heroin and crack when he was younger. I watched him go through that when I was about 8 and 9 and stuff.
Yeah, it's like replaying for you with your addiction.
Yeah, and then it's like, it has a knock-on effect through families. And I believe the spiritual awakening, what's happening on the planet now, the more of us that do it, for the generational for the kids. Do you know what I mean? I would never in a million years want any of my kids, my mates' kids, my family's kids, to go through the shitty feelings I have felt every time I have been on the sniff or the bender. Might be good at that little beginning bit. All week, then it's gone.
Depressed.
Chasing a line on a Tuesday night.
Make yourself feel better
just to bring it back in. I have to admit, it's just the worst shit ever. It's been for 23 years.
It's crazy. It's just, I don't know, like, as well with our kid, it was just little things with him, like, he liked to hide things from people. Like, he was very in himself, but he used to tell me everything. And what broke my heart more is, it's always been me and Damon, and a month before he passed, we had an argument over money. And we didn't speak for that month. Just that 1 month, and normally when we have an argument, it's a week. And I said to my missus, I'm going to leave it a bit longer this time, because just to let him know he's pissed me off proper.
Yeah.
And it's one of the biggest regrets I've ever done, because I'd always just, after a week...
But that's why he came back quick.
Yeah, because he knew I needed it.
That's why he come back quick, because he knew you was going to struggle like fuck.
Yeah.
He probably was in the room, when his soul would have still been in that room watching you as you've come round to your nanas. Just like Stevens was with me, how he made... When I was on the Madden in Stevens, I was ready for fucking committing Yarikara. And the maddest night was I took my journal round to his house after the 2-day bender. I was having one night off it, and me and his dog was lay on the couch like the dog is a pain in the rick, I'm not going to lie, it's a nuisance, but it's a nutty dog. We used to all sitting there on benders all the time with the dog would be going insane. And the dog was funny, when we used to, while everyone was on the weed and all, the dog used to eat all the leaves off the floor and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, me and the dog was on the couch, just like, I was just laying with him as a staff. And I could just see the dog can't cry in it, but I could see the dog's pain in his eyes.
Yeah.
And the dog just lay with me, and the tears was just flooding down my face. And then I went into the kitchen. I went into the kitchen to get the journal, because I took the journal. It was the only night I didn't get on the session. And I'd been saying to Stephen, I'm going to bring my journal one day for you. I want you to read my journal so you can see the stuff what's happening to me today, so you believe in it. And when I went into the kitchen, as soon as I put my hand on that journal, the dog was behind me. I felt the temperature in the room go right down, just drop. It went cold.
Yeah.
The dog going woo, like a weird noise, like shitting himself or something. And as I turned, like thinking what's going on, I just felt bang, right through the centre of my chest. I fell on the floor. It was that cold, mate. I was going.
Yeah,
and apparently the more cold a spirit gives you and they come to visit you, the more love they're giving you, the colder they are. And I fell on the floor, and I just knew in that moment he was saying, carry on with this. Because he didn't believe in that, but as I touched the journal for it to happen in that moment, he's saying, carry on with this.
Yeah, I want you to
This is what you need to do. This is, come on, get on with the job, basically. And every step along since in the last 2 years has been him getting me to this point now, being sat here with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Him and Archangel Michael mainly. So it's just a process, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Like the more this grows, I think we're going to end up bringing a lot of people and a lot of help to the
I
world.
also think it's going to be massive. I really do. It is going to be. People like today when I seen you at that football match. When you were gone, we were getting changed at the car, and I don't know who it was. Obviously, you know it's him. He come over and went, "Are you the lad in the group?" And he's like, "I can see your jumper because of the Streets of the Stars jumper."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah," and he just started talking to me about it, and that, and I think he might be going football on Thursday. He had like a boy jacket on. I don't know who he was, but he was.
Was he playing on the team I was?
Yeah, he was on your team. He was the lad who stayed behind getting the nets. He come over to me and that, and he was like started speaking to me. It's just little things like that make you click, like.
Was he asking about spiritual stuff?
Yeah, he asked about you obviously, and then he was like, do you deal with Paul and that with the Streets of the Stars and that? I can see you jumping. I was like, yeah.
But it just spoke to me.
Just random, because it's like something what wouldn't happen.
This is what I mean, though, mate. The more people we share it with, the more it triggers other people, and the more it'll grow. The more people will get on it, the more lives will improve. The more kids' lives will improve.
Yeah.
It's there for us all. The only thing we've got to do is grab it. That is
take that
spirit of bringing it in. We've just got to grab it, support each other through it, and follow the path, mate. And it's just going to unfold magic in everyone's life.
Yeah, let it roll.
We start supporting each other through it. I'm trying to keep spirituality on a level of Streets of the Stars. We're all grown up on the estates, and some spiritual stuff can go a little bit too far out there. So I've always known from the beginning, I need to remain who I am.
Yeah.
Be raw with it, and let people see that we can all be spiritual, yeah, and still be who we are without it going to any extremes and all that. And start bringing it into all our daily lives. Bit of meditation, bit of grounding, bit of fucking cleaning your life up, getting off drugs, getting off beer, finding some love in your house again with your missus and your kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I put them through so much shit through my addiction for years, and they're still there for me. My missus especially, and I can't ever like be so thankful or that she's still there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shit I have done.
It's mad, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
It's like with our kid, he was. What else got me with him? I didn't know this. He put me in next to kin for everything. So obviously after the passing, there was just everyone getting in touch with me, like the coroners, the funeral directors, the banks and everything, the job centre and all that, because he was on PIP because he had something wrong with his hands. And it's just like, it started hitting me well hard. Like, I couldn't focus, I couldn't do it. Every time I got his death certificate.
That's how important you was to him.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Well, that's how I believe that now, and that the support I've had off Streets to the Stars and yourself. It's just like,
hey,
I reckon
you support me. Does that everyone else who comes? If this wouldn't have all unfolded and all you wouldn't have started coming into my life as well, after I went public with this, I'd have been gone, like shitting myself. I was scared to death of going public with it.
Yeah.
And everyone, all the support just started coming from all my old mates and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I help yous just as much as yous help me just as much as I help yous.
Yeah, if you want for Streets to the Stars, well, I'd be in a very bad place, because I have mates obviously, but I've never had anyone to talk to. I feel like I could let everything out, and at the time my missus was in a bad place at the same time, so I didn't want to release it on her as well, do you know what I mean? Because I thought, if I feel this way, how's she going to feel if I give her my pain?
Yeah.
And obviously yourself fucking got in touch with me and that, and we started talking, started doing the walks, getting more involved, and it just like made me feel like I've got that support.
Like a part of something as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And every one of us in the group are all mint lads.
Yeah.
It's
not one bad person.
It's like something just nicks in, doesn't it?
Yeah,
everyone becomes spiritual, everyone starts feeling the changes.
Yeah, it's like a river, innit? Everything flows together,
yeah.
We've just all like flowing in together, it's weird.
It's energy, mate.
Yeah.
Getting in flow.
Good energy.
Yeah.
It's mad. And I appreciate it all, to be honest, it's mint. It's like as well, when you give me that reading, I remember I played a football game at Ashley United.
Oh, forgot about
mate,
that.
This got me mad. My mum couldn't say, well, she dropped us off, but she couldn't stay, my mum, because she had a job and that. So she went, and Damon, this team had not been beaten a long time and that, and Damon was winning, bet he don't score. And ended up scoring 3 goals in something like 10 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
And I went past him like that, like telling him no, like shut up and that. And nobody would have known that, because I was pretty young at the time as well. Damon probably forgot about it, do you know what I mean?
But he didn't forget in spirit.
That's what I mean. Then when you come back,
that through.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah, he has remembered it. But as soon as you heard that, I just had that vision of me running past him, going, no.
Yeah, because when I had that come in, I just seen someone in the football kit. I mean, when I get the visions, it's not going to be you in the football kit.
Yeah.
It could be something from my memory blog. So I seen a footballer just running, going like that with his finger. And so I said it to you, and you was like, no way, that's...
It's the only time I've ever done that celebration as well. The only time ever.
David was sat there. So them little things are what you need for you to
realise it,
how
yeah.
real it all is.
Like when
so know that he's going to guide you through your life now, mate. He'll always be there.
Yeah.
And the more spiritual you become, there you go, the more spiritual you become, the more you meditate. He'll be your main spirit guide now.
Yeah.
He'll be there by your side as you go on your journey.
Yeah.
You'll do your meditating every day. You might start getting your own psychic experiences, because every one of us on the planet is psychic and has got the ability to be psychic.
You just got to let
some people vibrate higher than others and stuff like that, but everyone has got psychic abilities.
Yeah.
Every single person on the planet, we're just so closed off to it because we don't believe in it, because we're taught not to believe in it, because they don't want us to know how powerful we actually are.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine every person on this planet was spiritually awakened and having the experiences we're all having.
Yeah, it'd be a
There'd
different world,
there'd be no controlling us, mate. There'd be all this shit we all go through. There'd be none of it.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking hell.
And that's why I believe it's my job, and as many people out there's job, to go through the process, to try and just do the best we can to help that process along.
Yeah, trying. It's as well what got me with your reading. It was Mary and Michelle. That was mad.
That was the second time I've ever brought names.
Mate, that was crazy, because
that's how I knew I was in my development. I'm developing still as well, because like I heard Mary and Michelle. I'd only got one name a time before of another lad whose young son had passed away. The dad had passed away. His son was struggling, and we arranged a match at the top pitch up there for the kid. Yeah, he didn't really play. He was just running around like a lunatic. But it was good though. It was good to do it for the kid and for his mum.
Takes the mind off him.
Yeah. And what was I getting at then?
About Mary and Michelle.
Yeah. So I heard that, and then I was thinking, oh shit, I don't want to say that. I'm not going to trust it. So because it was like a big thing.
Yeah.
But I trusted it, and I said it to you, and then you was like,
crazy.
no way.
Because Mary, she had the farm up at the top there, and she got cancer, so she knew she was going to pass at one point. And her husband Trevor at the time was a bit older, and he started getting like not mobile, couldn't do anything, but he was still running the farm.
Yeah.
So Mary, my mum, she was my mum's best friend. And she said to my mum, "Please, will you stay with Trevor and help him?" So my mum, she did for a couple of years. She was there every day. She cut his hair, his torn, everything she did.
So is this after Mary had passed away?
So my mum looked after him till his final moments, basically. She was there every single day. And like I said, when Damon passed, Mary was there waiting for him to help him.
Yeah, to go over.
Repaying the favour.
And Michelle was...
Michelle was my Uncle Wayne's ex-missus who he's had a kid with, Leanne's mum.
Yeah.
And like I said, she was trying to get in touch, wasn't she?
Yeah, so basically what will happen is the spirit will throw them names in for me to give to you, so you go and give it to your mum for Mary or Wayne for Michelle. And then it gives them a little inkling that they're there watching over them.
Yeah.
And also, if they wanted to come for a reading, they get their messages. And I just want to like state this as well before we finish it off. Every reading I've ever done, when the visuals come in, there's always love arts there. You know, some people out there might believe in psychic abilities, spiritual stuff, and believe it's devil shit and all
this
shit. No such thing, mate.
And all that.
It's basically just your spirits, your loved ones trying to get through to you because they love you and they want you to know they're there and they're dying to come through. You know, you're not going disturbing them. They're actually just with us all the time, waiting to just give us messages. They're just in another dimension, like next to us here.
Yeah, I believe that
always
now,
with us, mate.
Yeah.
That's how you, as a psychic, you can see them here and there.
Do you know how
flicking and out?
When you're reading, you said a little baby passed in our family. Yeah, beginning with P.
Did I say that?
Something like that. Yeah, because my uncle Wayne and my auntie Nick, I don't like saying it, but they lost a little baba.
Right.
And I think she said about 18 months before Damon passed, he texted randomly saying, "One day I'll look after Paige for you."
Yeah.
Then when he passed, you said something like he went to a little girl, a little baby or something like that, beginning with P. And I just like, it was like mad. Then she's like, "Well, when you text me like 18 months before saying, 'Don't worry, one day I'll look after Paige for you.'" So I believe now he's up there now.
It's mad that he said that.
It's
like, and then that's happened, isn't it?
It's mad.
So that's the baby as well, like them bringing through that the baby's alright, the baby's soul's okay, and so they're all together. And like I explained to you, we all come down here to learn lessons together. We all go back.
Yeah.
But time doesn't really exist in spirit. It's only in the 3D here on it.
Yeah. It's like your body's just a suit.
When we all go back up again, we come back down again, and we all keep coming down to live other lives and learn lessons, and it's all mostly lessons of love.
Yeah.
It's what we're here for. We're here to learn love and stuff like that.
Yeah, they take the best ones early, don't they? At the young age, they can't leave them.
Yeah.
Can't leave them on the planet too long because they need them themselves up there. That's what I believe that as well.
Yeah.
Start believing that. But
a lot of your life is planned out. You know, obviously not to the thing.
Yeah.
But apparently we choose. I'm no expert at the minute. I'm a beginner, but I'm pretty clued up. I've done that, but what shit for the last 3 years in my bedroom. Like, but it's a lot of it's planned out. We choose the families we come into. We choose a certain path in life. We kind of know what job we're going to come into.
Yeah.
You know, like food is shit. The last couple of years I've been saying to me, she's like, why would I choose to come here and do this? Put myself through all this life of addiction, and then spirit to like just take my uncle away from that. And like along the path, I'll keep this pretty quick. I've learned now that he had to pass away for my journey to carry on.
Yeah.
For me to carry on doing this work now, which breaks me in half. But in a way, it also doesn't, because I know he's there. He's got me every step of the way, even though it still doesn't feel the same. And the improvements it's brought for his kids as well, and me, and my kids, and his sons, and his daughters. It's just mint, mate.
Yeah,
we're all just on it now. We're all improving our lives and shit, so it's great.
So I'm trying to raise money for diabetes awareness now, and I would never have thought about doing anything like that. So obviously what's happened with Damon now, and it's like a goal I've got now. I'm not bothered if I raise a quid.
That'll be your path now, mate.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
You're finding this, and you're finding that you want to raise money for that, because that's what Damien had. You'll push that now.
Yeah.
You manifest it. Look, you start manifesting what you want, just like I've manifested all of this and being sat in front of that camera. And then you will do the same now. You want to raise money for diabetes. You'll find some focus, especially now you're becoming spiritual and you're off the weed. You will find a focus, and whatever you feel in your heart, mate, that is your purpose.
Yeah.
And this will be where spirituality takes you now. This is like it's bringing football back into my life. I haven't played since I was 16.
Yeah,
and now I'm playing. That killed me. Killed me off, mate. My foot was killing.
So is it? My toe.
Yeah, he shouted, how are you getting off? Like, my toes done fucking in me. But yeah, it's good. I love it again though, like, I'm so happy when I'm on the pitch.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
The only thing is though, I'm not 16 anymore, I'm 37.
Forget that though, yeah.
Rheumatoid arthritis, but I have to not eat. Sorry everyone, as I said, I'm a beginner, and the batteries just died on us. So we're going to close it down now anyway. I just want to say first, thanks to Warren for coming in, mate.
No worries, bro.
Thanks for being there for me all the time.
Yeah,
as well and stuff like
mate.
that.
Appreciate it.
And if there's anyone out there who wants to come in and sit with me and share any experiences of their own journeys, spiritually, addictions, mental health or anything, you're more than welcome. Just contact me. And I just hope this video does the trick and goes out the way it needs to. Have you got anything you want to add, mate?
I just recommend coming on. It helps you a bit, and it gets that bit of a weight off your shoulders, and it helps you speak out, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It gives you, lets you help.
Or even look into all this, innit?
Yeah,
just look into what we're doing with the
get on
football
the page and join in, yeah.
Yeah, so thanks everyone. Nice one. Cheers, Woz.
See you later.